When are we gonna get some chickens?
Oh yeah, we could. I need to look up and see what we need for those.
I'm pretty sure we need grains. I assume water, but how would we feed it? Because we don't need a giant water tank. They have bowls out here.
Let me see. Farm sim chickens. Farm sim. I should say farm sim 19.
I feel like chickens are supposed to be the introductory animal you get.
Yeah. Let's see. How do I chicken? They need wheat or barley.
Okay, but how long per day do you need to ride each chicken?
Let's see. This says you need to ride each one 10 minutes a day. The primary product of chickens is eggs. Producing this material is extremely simple, requiring nothing but wheat or barley. Either one works fine. Chickens produce an amount of eggs per day that starts off very low but increases over time. The more chickens there are in the coop, the faster the rate of production increases. Over a long period of time, egg production can potentially increase to extreme levels if handled properly, but may instantly reset if handled improperly. Eggs accumulate in automatically created boxes outside the chicken coop fence. Each box can hold up to 150 liters of eggs. The marked output area can only fit up to 20 such boxes, which means that boxes need to be removed frequently to be stored elsewhere or sold. Failure to remove a box before it is full can result in loss of eggs or reset in production rates. Eggs can be removed by hand without the need for any loading tools and can be transported in the trunk of a car. While producing eggs, chickens also breed at a rate of 1 chicken for 240 hours. I assume that's in-game hours. Divided by the number of chickens of the same color in the same coop. Keeping animals at exactly 100% productivity is extremely difficult, so a single chicken should be expected to reproduce every 255 hours under realistically ideal conditions. Chickens stop breeding if there is no room in the coop for more chickens, if they run out of food. Each chicken sells for $25, but mandatory transport fees reduce the actual sale value to $10. The base game provides 4 different types of chickens. There's a rooster, but the rooster is just cosmetic. It doesn't really matter. Let's see.
It kind of sounds like a pain in the ass to sell all the eggs.
Chickens are the only animal that does not require water. If no food is provided, chickens will simply do nothing. They will not die if they have no food.
It sounds like more trouble than it's worth.
It doesn't sound any more the pain in the ass than doing anything else, really.
It doesn't sound. It's not that much of more of a pain in the ass than the horses. The horses are more pain in the ass than chickens because they require more stuff. I mean,
you don't have to like walk. You don't have to go there and grab the boxes before they're full.
We don't really have
stop
to.
The horses from being
but that's
shitty,
only
though.
If we want to have like 100% like efficiency, which I don't really give a shit about. If we want to get some chickens, we can just get some chickens. You don't have to have
all
them
the way
100%.
To base though. That's kind of lame.
Yeah, but base like for the number of chickens in there, and I don't think that's really a bother. The main thing I worry about is whether or not we can keep them supplied with wheat, because we don't really have any wheat going on right now. Can I buy wheat? Is it possible to buy some? Let's see. Yeah,
how much
can
are
buy
the
wheat.
Chickens per?
1,500 per. Let me look it up. Oops. They are. God, you're driving through me. I see you in here.
You're
$65 each.
Inside the cab.
$65 each. We can buy a big. Oh my god, I can't actually move. I actually cannot move.
You're trapped.
I am trapped here.
I've imprisoned you on the back of the truck.
I'm gone. I tabbed out. So we can buy wheat. Wheat is $1,500 for a single big bag. I don't know how much that feeds them though, but it's like that's all they need. Like that's literally all they need is wheat and nothing else. Wheat or barley and nothing else.
I would say it makes sense if we already had the food that they need in production, but buying the food, I would say, means it's not a good idea.
I mean, we could just Because I mean, the oats aren't going to take that long to come in, especially if we keep on time skipping at the rate we're time skipping, which is pretty fast right now. I'm just at this point I'm just gonna let's go a little faster so we get to 7 o'clock and we can skip to the next day. I mean, we could just grab the oats out of there and make wheat, or we can do one case of changing the soybeans into wheat and then keep that somewhere. I don't know that we really have any place to keep the wheat, though. Because our one and only silo is currently occupied by oats.
You can only keep one thing in a silo?
I can look that up. Hold on. Farm sim maintain silo. Silo. Look at this. You can store these things. Silos. Public silos, private silos. They have capacities. You can place them, allows you to unload and load goods. In addition, you can extend the capacity. It doesn't say if you can put more stuff here. Let me look it up on here. Where's the search bar? Oh my god. Why do they keep on changing this shit? Silo. Grass tractors, sail point, silage, silo, container. Is this what I'm looking for? Loading containers, forcing for serving this conveyor belts, elevators. Silo at your farm accepts wheat, barley, canola, soybeans, sunflowers, and corn. The dumping materials here are stored inside the silo, and there's a limit to the total amount of cargo you can store. Maybe we can store more things in a silo. I mean, we can test that. We can, like, just test that with the soybeans, if we grab some.
Right.
I'm just gonna grab, like, one little bit of the soybeans that are in here, and then I'm gonna try to put them into the silo, see if it works.
I think, last joke, the best time for your what's the word? For your standards for a Star Citizen release to be met are when the single-player campaign comes out.
Yeah, but who the hell knows when that's gonna be?
It might not be that long.
I mean, I don't know.
Might be a year or two.
Is this something to have on some sort of a roadmap? Because everybody seems to have a roadmap.
Everybody has roadmaps. Yes, it's on a roadmap. No, there's no date for it.
It is not high on their priority list, then.
Well, it is. They have an entire studio that focuses on it when they're not, like, conscripted for other projects.
The single player and the multiplayer, the MMO, are very inextricably linked because they want it to basically feel the same in terms of, like, how ships work and all that stuff. So anything that they change as to how ships work or function in the MMO is part of the single player game as well.
Yeah, but they're going to have a tutorial in the single player campaign, and there's going to be direction in it. So even if they release, like, a alpha campaign, I'm not sure they will, but it would meet a lot of the things that Lost Joke said he wants in the game before he starts. The MMO is intended kind of to be played after a person plays the single player campaign.
Yeah, you don't have to play the single player, but if you play the single player first, you get access to stuff in the MMO that you wouldn't otherwise, because you've done the story and stuff.
Well, I'd assume the story would kind of give me a reason to actually care. Because it's like, you talk about all these places, and it's like I really don't have like any sort of like meaningful connection to any of it. I am just kind of like a traveler. I have no connection to any locations, planets, factions, or anything. It's just I'm here.
Well, I mean, that is kind of the nature of a sandbox MMO, though. Sandbox MMOs just kind of put you down and give you stuff to do, but not necessarily any story or way to connect to the world other than you making your own way.
You kind of have to make your own connection.
Yeah, but I mean that's
it's
normal.
very hard for me to make a connection with like nothing to start on.
Will someone go ahead and skip forward? 9 hours, 10 hours.
How do I do that again?
Just go to the house and press R, kind of on the door.
10 hours.
Yeah.
Well, the single-player campaign isn't going to take place in the same place in the galaxy as the current MMO is.
That's weird. Why?
Because the story just doesn't happen there. They have a star map and everything. We know where the campaign is going to take place, and we know where in relation to that the standard system is, and they're just not.
So how much impact is the story going to have on the multiplayer world?
What do you mean by impact?
Will events from the single player story like matter as in regards to the persistent multiplayer world?
I think it's going to be kind of like a history.
Takes place in the past.
Yeah, it's basically the MMO's history is the single player story. History of a war that happened like a few years ago.
And that will shape expectations for the multiplayer?
The multiplayer will eventually involve the same area of space. It's just not the area of space that they started with. Because they wanted a more rounded type of place for the MMO. They wanted a highly developed system with a lot of different places in it to start with. And then the second system they want to implement is a very lawless system that's next to it. So they picked that area for specific reasons. And it just doesn't fit the same criteria as the systems where the campaign takes place. The lore is all linked, and the same empire rules those two areas.
I mean, you can think of it in terms of like playing a Star Wars game. Like Star Wars happened, but in the past, but like you're in the same universe,
like the same galaxy, though.
It is in the same galaxy, yeah. They do intend to have all the systems linked eventually in the MMO and visitable.
I mean, I genuinely hope they do get to that point because,
Yeah.
Like I said, it's really hard for me to care about a setting when I don't feel a part of it.
Well, Shoke, will you do me a favor? Grab the harvester and come out to Field 4 and set a worker going to harvest it.
I can do that if you're busy.
Anyone can do it. I was just gonna do it and then start running horses. I'm gonna park this trailer next to it too. We can have that ready for when it gets full.
Well, I'm at the harvester, so I'm just gonna get it.
Whoever wants to do it, I don't really care. That's not you were gonna 4, because I want to get rid of these oats, and put some wheat in here so we can start doing chickens.
All right.
And then I'm going to go to the, oops. I'm gonna go to the horses. And, start riding them again. Because they're almost ready to sell. The horses. Like, we're there, I think, today. Let's see. Actually, we are completely there. We actually don't even need to ride the horses today. We do still have to clean them because Craig forgot to fully clean one of the horses. But all we gotta do is clean them.
I think in MMO terms, the single-player campaign area of space might be considered a endgame area.
Oh, it's raining.
In real life?
Raining really hard.
Okay, well. See you later if you do happen to leave. The horses are ready to be sold. The horses are ready to be sold. How do we sell horses? You just go up to it and click it. You'll hear a little swish sound. I've done it already though. You just go up to it and kind of click it a few times, and you'll hear a swish sound, and it'll happen. But only if they need cleaning. But I've cleaned the horses. How do we sell horses?
I assume we need a horse trailer.
How to sell horse? Wait. Farm Sim 19. How to sell horse? Because that might be.
How is Babby formed?
How is Babby formed? How... Buying a paddock and a horse. You have horses. Buying horses.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say we need a horse trailer to transport the horses.
Yeah, that's my assumption. Blah, blah, blah. Selling the horse. Go to the animal dialogue. Double-clicking the horse on the right side and press confirm. Alright, so if I just go... Oops, here. Actually, I think I can just sell it from here.
That's not very simulation.
Let's see what happens when I try to sell Pilgrim. Yeah, it costs us $300 to transport, but we're getting 49.7K.
Is there a way to circumvent the cost of transport?
Yes, you have to get an animal transporter, which is kind of costly. They cost like 25K. Like, it would save us in the long run, but it would be a big purchase for us right now. I'm just going to sell both horses. Confirm. 100K minus $600. We just made 100K. Of course, we had to buy more horses. And we are going to have to ride these, by the way, today. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm buying 8 horses.
How many is it possible to buy?
I think this holds 10, but there were only 8 like different species. And at one point it starts getting kind of hard to keep track because I mean,
yeah,
they're horses, and I don't know, you know, I don't know one horse from another. So we do have to ride these though. So Lost Joke, we're gonna need your help with this too. Get on a horse and start riding it for 5 minutes. And then we're gonna have to do that for all of these horses. Every single horse has to be ridden for at least 1 minute in order for it to not depreciate in value. Because if you don't ride it at all, its value starts going down. 1 minute, I think, is all you need to keep that from happening, but in order to increase their value, they have to be ridden for longer than that, and the longer you ride them, the more they'll increase with a maximum of 5 minutes per day. So that's why we want to ride them for 5 minutes a day. Because that's the maximum amount that we can increase their value. So me getting 8 horses is definitely causing, like, getting a lot more work for us. But then again, it means that we can do more, because, I mean, you know, ride horses. And then, in terms of riding, it counts as long as you are moving forward in some capacity. You could just be regular walking, but you do actually have to move forward for the timer to start, you know, counting that as riding. You can't just, like, sit still.
I object. I feel like we need to gain progress even if we're riding backwards.
Riding backwards might count, actually. I haven't tested it. I can try it. What am I at now? Oh, god damn it, game. I'm at 28%. I'm at 29%. Riding backwards does actually count. It does count. I don't think speed matters. As long as you're moving forward, it counts. So you could be moving forward slowly or fast, and it still goes about the same amount. We got $100,000 from those 2 horses. I mean, it took a while, but like, holy shit.
We should buy animal transport now.
We probably should. You're right. I will do that as soon as I'm done. Actually, I'll wait until I'm actually gonna make the time go a little bit slower now, because we do actually want to have enough time every single day. Oh my god. I went up in the tree. My first time doing that. So between the 3 of us, how long is it gonna take? Like 15 minutes or so to ride all the horses every day? If all 3 of us ride one, or ride them at the same time?
I don't math.
It would take only 10 minutes if Kyle was here to help us, because then that would be 4. You know, because we only have 8 horses, that would be 4 horses at a time, times 2. Would be only 10 minutes. But because Kyle has gotten a real life and a real job, he can't be asked to spend time with us for gamer losers anymore. We gotta work more.
Is it we who are the losers, or he?
I mean, he's the one who's getting money, so actual money and not play farm sim money.
Who's to say which is more valuable? It's all subjective. That was rude.
Okay, I'm still at 74. By the way, you can look and see what your horse is at if you use the escape menu and you go into the icon that looks like a cow. You're gonna have to find...
I see it. I'm riding Ranger.
You're gonna have to find which horse that you're riding, but you can see the percentage is directly kind of under the name on the left side. That's how much you're riding it. You want to get that to... no, I'm talking to Lost Oak, because Lost Oak's helping us too. Lost Oak might not know this. So you want to get that to 100%, and then once it's at 100%, you can put it up and then ride a different horse. Oh, make sure also to clean the horses every time you're done riding them. Is Lost Oak actually here? Has he gone?
You would know if I was gone.
I don't know. I don't know if I would. I had to look over and make sure you were still connected to the chat, but even then, you might have like disconnected a second ago.
You would know.
Blaze is almost done. Whee, oops.
How do G&G shot Babby?
Blaze done. Let me clean them. We're gonna take 2 of these horses, and well, we might be able. We might have to wait until next time, because the horse breeding thing I think costs about 100K. So we might actually have to wait until we sell some of these horses as well before we can afford the next one.
I don't like how your horse disappears and reappears somewhere else in the paddock when you get off it.
Yeah, and it's also different for everybody too. Xerxes. I'm writing Xerxes right now.
I am writing Goldfinger, who is nonsensically called Goldfinger even though he's black.
I mean, you can rename them. It is possible to rename these horses. Should we rename them? I don't have enough viewers to name them all after viewers.
There, I changed Wally's name.
Real life horses. What do you change it to?
Strawberry.
Strawberry. You're done riding, by the way. You can bring your horse in.
Well, I still need to get back. I'm working
on
you
can. I know, but you can start coming back at like 80 or 90% and be done by the time you get back.
Well, I started making my way back as I reached 70.
All right. Wow, you went pretty far. I can make us like a horse riding oval if you would like. I do have the ability to do that. I was gonna say in gravel, but I don't think horses would like to walk on gravel. It would not be very comfortable for a horse to walk on gravel.
Galloping through the corn stalks. I'm sure this is very comfortable for me and the horse.
Legs are getting cut up. Good thing you have jeans on. See, those were heavy-duty jeans.
They're dungarees. Duluth.
I'm actually just wearing jorts.
Jorts. I'm wearing skants. I got it from that one time that I served as an ensign on the Enterprise.
Are you talking about the Star Trek skirt that they quit using?
Yeah, yes. Those are called skants.
Why are they called scants?
Because it's skirt pants.
Hmm.
Scants. Go ahead and take another one out, Lost Hope. You're gonna have to figure out which one needs to be taken out, though. Giant nerd. Nice. What color horse was Mr. Ed? Mr. Ed was like a light brown colored horse, wasn't he?
I think he was a quarter horse.
Oh, that would be Strawberry. Unless it's Xerxes. Romeo could do it, too. Romeo probably is Mr. Ed.
Pretty sure Mr. Ed was more brown than that.
More brown than Romeo?
No, more brown than Strawberry.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna name this guy Mr. Ed. God. I'm in menus, Greg. I can't, like, continue on. Mr. Ed wasn't gray. He was only gray because it's black and white TV.
I mean, there are gray horses, though.
True. I'm pretty sure Mr. Ed, like, wasn't gray. Craig, stop it. I'm in menus. I'm in menus. I can't, like, continue on. So we got Mr. Ed, we got Strawberry, we got Giant Nerd. Any of these could be Roach, really, because Roach was not a single horse. Giant Nerd guy, look it up. What color actually was Mr. Ed? For real, and not just gray because he was on black and white TV.
Back then, the world was black and white, so he was really gray.
Yes, they didn't invent color yet.
Amazing. Amazing that we were able to invent color as a concept in the 60s.
Yep.
Mr. Ed was a golden palomino. Lost Joke, you know horses. Which one of our horses is a golden palomino?
It's, I think, Strawberry.
Oh, damn.
Or that yellow one.
Which yellow one?
The yellow one that's in the field still. With the brown mane.
I just
the
broke
dark brown
Blackbeard's legs.
Actually, yeah, I think the brown mane with the yellow pelt is the golden palomino.
So that would be Coco? Is that it? You can look at the list.
That's Coco.
Alright. Well then, Mr. Ed, you're not being Mr. Ed anymore. Mr. Ed, you are now Roach. Coco.
Kind of makes sense because certain colors didn't show up very well in black and white. So they would likely need a lighter horse to show up better.
He put a picture in stream chat. Well, Giant Nerd Guy, I hate to tell you this, but it's not loading up. Oh, there we go. Oh, Mr. Ed had like light hair. So actually, I think it is strawberry.
Oh, okay, probably a strawberry then.
Yeah, I think strawberry is Mr. Ed. Do you want to name Coco as strawberry? Here, I'll do it.
No, strawberry is strawberry.
Aw.
I say this because I actually had a horse like that named Strawberry.
Mr. Ed's son. There, I've named it Mr. Ed's son.
Junior. Ed Junior.
Ed Jr. Ed Begley Jr. You know what? That's his name, Ed Begley Jr.
Mr.
Right.
Ed implies that his last name is Ed, though.
So you can call someone Mr. Ed.
You can, but it's not common.
Oh, this is Xerxes. I don't want Xerxes.
I think his last name is Ed.
I mean, Edwards.
Edwards is a last name. Oh, Ranger's already been ridden. Shit. Who needs to be ridden? Look at the list again.
Roach. Roach needs to be ridden.
Roach is... Where is Roach? Not Roach, is it? Roach? There we go, I got Roach. Alright, I'm gonna ride Roach and then I'm gonna go help the helper to unload his grain. Actually, I might do that right now. I might ride the horse over there and help him.
There's a tractor with a trailer over there already that you can just tab to.
Yeah, but I'll just... I mean, I need to ride the horse anyway, so I might as well just ride the horse over there.
Yeah.
So the only one that needs to be ridden still is... Oh, you guys got him. Ed Begley and Roach are the only two who still need to be ridden. Someone's gonna see the name Ed Begley Jr. as the horse name and wonder like how exactly we came up with that. Like I get that person is an actor, but why call a horse that name? What was the order of operations leading to the name Ed Begley Jr. for a horse? Alright, you stay there, Roach. Don't go getting on top of a house or nothing. Now I gotta wait for this asshole to turn around. Stop what you're doing and let me unload. Just... There we go. Continue on. You mean completed your task? No, you haven't. Alright. Now, I can tab to the horse again. Because when they're outside the stable, you can actually tab to them like a vehicle.
Be nice nice if you could tab to them when they're in the stable.
But yeah, but then if you have like 10 horses in the stable, you have to tab through 10 horses in order to get back to the farm vehicles.
It should just tab you to one horse in the stable.
What if it tabs you to your face?
That wouldn't be very well. My face is used as a seat quite often.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
It probably should do that too, then. It is done.
Alright. The roach is still 50% left, so... Can't do long-ass horse names in this game. Not like in real life.
Is the sparkly thing cleaning?
Yes. The sparkly thing on the bottom. It should be 100% if they're all clean.
Some of them haven't been fully cleaned.
I haven't been cleaning them because I'm stupid and haven't been paying attention, but I was going to go through it. Lost can help clean too.
They were like fully cleaned like a minute ago. So it's just gonna be something that happens over time.
No, it only happens when you're riding them.
Oh, well, all the ones I interacted with are clean.
Alright. It's probably just mine then.
Did you know that you have to click them more than once to clean them fully?
Yes, I checked the ones that weren't being ridden and they were all fully clean.
Alright.
Strawberry is not clean. And Ed Begley Jr. is not clean.
I see them all as clean now. I think we have some desync on that.
Oh.
Kitty, get out of there.
Kitty wants to clean a horse. Oh my god.
She wants to play with my headset
I need
cord.
to slow down time for a minute because look on the right side of the animal dialogue.
Low on everything.
Yeah, we're low on everything. We should have everything. We just need to actually get it here.
I'll put some water in.
Okay. Lusto, go grab the white tractor and bring it up here with a fork, if you would. Let me just tab to it. Just make sure to grab the fork.
That's not very immersive.
My immersion is ruined.
I don't like that this antenna roars at me every time I get near it.
It doesn't like you being in its territory, Lost Oak.
Well, it can just suck an egg.
Alright. Is this roach? It is.
There's water.
Be clean, roach. Be clean!
Straw oat and hay.
I still see Ed Begley as being not clean. Strawberry. Where's the Begley? There we go. Are they still not clean? Alright, everybody's clean. Craig.
Yeah.
Would you, I need you to empty the oats, the harvester into the trailer. Because it should have more oats in there. And then empty the oats, or then just bring that up. Just bring it up here. Put it in the horses.
Directly into the horses?
Yes, put it directly into the horses, please.
I mean, I knew we were going to have to do something like that when we start inseminating them for breeding purposes, but I wasn't prepared for this yet.
After it's empty, I'll put the harvester away, so don't worry about putting the harvester away. Actually, wait, before you do that, come harvest this. worker forgot to harvest this little tract of oats right here. You have to actually turn on the harvester to get them.
I pressed the wrong button.
Alright, you got them. So basically, yeah, just feed the horses oats from the trailer, and then when it's full, put the rest of the oats in the silo, and then go buy some hay, I guess.
So what do you want the white truck or tractor for?
Because that needs to. So, are you at the horses, Lost Joke?
Yeah. What do you want me to do?
Do you see the green bales of grass that are kind of under the shed? Grab one of those, and then you're going to need to put it by the feeding area, but you actually have to like put it on the ground and then get the fork off of it, and then it'll go in. Like, you need to fully like get it off of the fork before it'll go in, I think. I'm gonna go put this away. Let me know if and when that works, by the way, Lost Joke.
It's done.
So it's in there? Alright. Ow. Wait, so you put that and it actually went into the thing? It like disappeared?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to have you do that again. Do it more.
How badly have you been starving these animals?
They're not starving. It's just we've only had 2 before, and now we have 8. We've quadrupled our horse needs. That's the hay. We're at 7,200. We might have to actually buy some hay and, or yeah, we might actually have to buy the hay. But that's fine. I knew that we might need to. But hay isn't like expensive at all. Neither is straw if we ever have to buy that, but we have so much straw.
I forget which place to put the oats at.
The same place that Lost Joke is putting the grass in. It's by by their food. Yeah. By their food. Because they eat both oats and hay, which is the grass.
That's the feeding trough. The other one's the water trough.
And what's the one on this other end here?
That's the straw.
The little building.
That's the straw trough. The one with the building, right. I think, is where you put the animals themselves. It's where you take and put away the animals if you have a transporter, which we don't, so that's fine. That's the animal loading and unloading zone. The straw one is the one on like the diagonal side.
Indeed, be right back.
Alright. Well, let's get out of the tractor if you're gonna BRB. It's not getting out. Was that all of the oats that we had in that trailer?
Yep.
Man, it didn't fill it up very well. Go ahead and get more then. We get more from the silo and bring it up. You know how to do that?
Maybe.
You have to go on the side of the silo that has the spout coming out of it, and then you press the button to refill the trailer, and then you have to pick the oats.
All right.
Okay, so having done a bit of the math, so it looks like the capacity, the horse paddock capacity is 30,000 oats, more or less. And we only actually have about 40,000 stored up right now. So I think we are going to have to plant more oats in that field in Field 4. We could plant more oats in Field 9 and still use Field 4 for wheat. But either way, we are going to have to start making more oats. Because we don't really have enough. In fact, I think that's what we'll do. I think that we'll put... I'm going to get the harvester to start harvesting this soybean crop, and then we'll use this bigger field for the oats, and then we'll use the smaller field for wheat, and then anything else that we want to do.
We should maybe get a rhythm where we sow oats in a day with a worker while we're riding the horses. Then we skip to the next day and then do the next step on that day with a worker while we're riding the horses.
Yeah.
Is this talk of breaking my immersion?
I mean, we can hire farms hire workers all the time.
Those workers usually have names.
Worker C, Worker J, Worker H.
It's just their initial. We call them by their initials. There's nothing wrong with that.
We don't want to get attached to them because they're you know, they're just gonna leave.
They're undocumented.
Yeah.
They might get deported.
They'll only get deported if someone reports them.
Well, I'm not going to report them. I mean, it's my farm. I'm hiring them. I don't know about either of you two. Alright, so... Okay, it's 32k. So... Lost Oak, continue to put grass into there until we have no more grass. Craig, take that trailer, empty the oats out into the silo, and get some straw from our store, and bring that up.
Okay.
You don't have to fill it up very much. Like not even halfway, you can fill the trailer up with the straw. Like we really don't. It doesn't really use that much. I think it's okay.
Has been made in my house.
What?
Someone went to Costco and bought a jar of Skittles.
Well.
Is it an enormous jar of Skittles?
It is an unreasonably large jar of Skittles that one person shouldn't eat, but I'm doing so anyway.
Man, I wish I had some Skittles. They're terrible for me, though. I would eat that entire jar. If I could.
I'm not really a fan of Skittles.
I like regular Skittles. I don't really like the weird flavors or anything. I like plain old...
It is a jar of regular Skittles.
Basic Skittles. Sounded like you said shittles.
You basic bitch.
I like peanut M&Ms. At least there's that.
Yeah, prefer M&M's to Skittles.
I'm not a big chocolate person.
I prefer Reese's Pieces to M&M's or Skittles. Even though I'm not like,
agree with that.
I'm not like much of a fan of peanut butter in general, but for some reason Reese's Pieces I just like really like.
I'm not a huge fan of sweets in general, but if I'm gonna have like candy, then I'd like to have M&M's more than Skittles.
Giant Nerd Guy just showing off that he's an absolute monster, saying that he would mix the Skittles with the M&M's. What kind of
evil,
horrible monster are you, Giant Nerd Guy?
Okay, now, are you evil for mixing them, or is the other person at fault for not paying attention to what they're putting in their mouth?
Yeah, you're definitely evil for mixing them.
Definitely.
I tend
to
really
expect. Do you really expect someone to sit there with a bowl of ovoid candies and look at each one to make sure?
Because plain M&Ms and Skittles are not the same shape.
They're very similar, though.
They're round candies, but they're definitely not the same shape. Nor are they entirely the same shades of color. While the person mixing the two might be evil, the person who blindly puts things in their mouth without looking is at fault.
All right, Lost Joke, you're done in here with this. No, don't just leave it there.
That's his way of saying you're fired.
No, you're not fired.
That is why you're
done with the hay. We are going to need to buy some more hay, but that's like super easy. So
I'm at the store. Do you need to buy the hay?
No. Why are you at the store?
You told me to go to the store to get hay.
No, I told you to go to our storage to get straw.
Storage.
Well, you said store.
We have like a shit... I meant straw store. I mean, you know how much straw we have. We have like a zillion straw. And we only need like a little bit of it each time we fill it up. We have 127,000 liters of straw, and this thing only takes like 5K.
I find it weird that it's measuring the straw with a liquid form of measurement instead of like
it measures everything in liquid form. I mean, it measures eggs in liters too. I guess it's just the one like common.
It's because we process the eggs by removing the shells, and then we just have like a liquid storage tank of egg.
Well, we need eggs first. We don't have no eggs processed. How would we know this?
We don't got no eggs, Lieutenant Dan.
That's just the plan.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no eggs. No, nobody? No, nobody finds you don't got no eggs? Funny?
I don't know where that's from.
It's from Forrest Gump.
I know it's from, but I was sandbagging you.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Except it's eggs. Get it? Have you ever seen Forrest Gump, Craig?
A long time ago, and I don't remember much about it. I see. There's a big spout on this building.
Yeah, it's like on the side of the building
there. Is the only thing in here straw?
It might be. That's all we want. And like I said, you don't need a lot of it. Just like not even halfway, and even that's like probably too much.
It lets me select. Apparently, we have sugar cane.
Do we? We have a lot. Well, we have like 51 liters of like everything in here because the map maker wanted to have 51 stuff because Area 51 is Nevada.
I don't get it.
All right, that's enough. That's more than enough. Go ahead and drop that off, and then you're gonna have to come back with the excess and put it back in the storage, and then you're gonna have to go buy some hay. But I'll tell you how to do that too.
So I could have just bought hay at the store when I was at the store a minute ago, but you were like, no, come back and get the...
No, because that's not where you buy the hay.
Okay.
You have to you buy the hay. You know that big red barn that's kind of close to our our farm. Not our red barn, but the other red barn that's kind of like up on the hill. That's where you buy hay. And straw. You can buy straw there too, but we have no need to buy straw. So yeah, I believe where you put that is the like the diagonal looking load thing.
Yep.
Kind of wonder if we should get another, like a smaller trailer at this point. See if they're cheap. Are there any cheap trailers? Let's see. Trailers. Is there like a cheap-ass trailer? There is like an 8,000 trailer that holds 12,000 liters. That's definitely more than enough for the hay. Thinking about getting it. It's only $8,000, and then what's the animal transport? The cheapest one is 16K, and it can hold 2 horses. The next one up is 24. It cannot hold horses. What's the next one that can hold horses? Hold your horses. The next highest that can hold horses is 32K. But it looks like
one
it's
that holds 10 horses.
You need a semi-truck for that.
Yeah, you need a semi-truck. Well, you need a semi-truck for the one that holds 9 horses too, the 32K one. So I don't think that we're going to be getting that one.
Anything more than like 6,
oh my god,
usually.
There's a semi-truck trailer that can hold 38 horses. We're not going to get that. I'm just going to get the 2-horse one because that's like the cheapest one, and that's kind of like the only one that we really need.
It's all we really need, really.
What color do we want it to be? It's blue by default, but we can make it a different color.
We're going to be selling 8 horses at once, so it would be nice to have a bigger one than 2-horse trailer.
We can't use a bigger one though, is the problem. The next size up that can hold horses requires a semi-truck to pull.
How much is a semi-truck?
I guess we can get this one actually. I forgot that I modded this one in. There's one for 9,000 that holds 6 horses.
It's a good deal.
Yeah, I think I might have modded this one in. Probably specifically for this.
Cheaty.
Nah, it's a very cheap looking thing. I think it's fine. We can't color it though, unfortunately.
Literally unplayable.
You can pay $100 to have a light on it. Sure, we'll do that. All right, I want to buy that, and then I'm also going to buy the smaller trailer for other stuff. Smaller like straw trailer for like 8,000. It's weird.
And I'm buying hay, correct?
At the big barn, yes. You have to put your straw away first, though.
I did.
All right.
Oh. I need to show a little bit more self-control.
This one's better. Okay, so we can color the trailer, but we only have a choice of green, blue, red, or white. And the white isn't really white; it's more like it's silver. It's like bare metal color.
How boring. Blue then.
Blue? Oh, it's a very bright blue. We can also color the cover, but we only have blue, green, or red. You have a choice for the cover on it?
Let's do a combination that's red, white, and blue.
Well, we only have 2 options.
No, because you can color the rims too, and the rims are already white, and they're actual white, not just metal. I could make the trailer. No, that can't be white. So okay, we'll do the red cover, the blue trailer, and the white rims. We're actually paying an extra $2,500 for this, just to make it blue.
We have to be patriotic.
You know what? That's fine.
If we don't display open patriotism, then the people testing alien ordnance at Area 51 might use us as targets.
Are you getting the hay? You get it already?
I got it already.
Okay. We should be able to store that in the same place that we store the straw too, any excess. So.
Yeah. I got a full load.
I got full load remaining.
Okay, the truck does not like this trailer.
Oh, did you get it already?
The big one that you modded in, it doesn't like it very much.
Yeah, I think we probably want to use grab the other one instead. I'm gonna take the tractor out and grab that one.
Too late. I am already gone.
Fine.
Well, as long as it works. Like,
yeah, as long as it works.
What does it even mean
it looks
that it
fine.
doesn't like it?
It's too low. The truck is too low.
I mean that when I hook it up, the truck kind of spazzes out.
It's because the truck is too low. That's why. If we use a tractor with it, it's fine, because the tractors are higher up. Grab this other trailer. Go. Wonder if I could change the color of the trailer that we have now. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually change the color of the truck too. I'll have to do that in a minute.
This trailer also doesn't like the ground very much either.
Go ahead and, if you're gonna park it somewhere, park it next to the horses. That trailer. Because there is a shed up there.
You're a shed.
Faces a shed. I might actually park this trailer up by the horses too. Because that's primarily what we're gonna be. Whoa, what we're gonna be using it for. Craig, when you're done emptying that trailer out, you're going to need to empty out the harvester, because it's almost full.
Okay.
This fucking trailer. Leave it here. I mean, we're not really going to put anything else up here, so you might as well just drive it in like I did.
No, I'm a perfectionist.
I mean, if I really, you want me to, I can try to do with this one too.
I didn't spend 2/3 of my life driving and backing up to not do it right.
The, like, front axle of this. Oh. Lost Joke is gone. Rip in peace, Lost Joke.
The dumbass harvester has stopped with his arm extended over the remaining crops.
You might have to get in there and fire him and,
Yeah.
Fuck this trailer, honestly. Absolutely fuck this trailer. Oh yeah, now it wants to go straight when I'm like going right at a column.
You're fired, asshole.
You know what? Fuck this trailer. I'm just gonna park it right here. Good enough. Good enough. Lost Joke is... There we go. Alright. Put this truck away. Woo! I'm gonna put this away as well. Has Helper A actually completed their task? Because I feel like that's a lie. I feel like that might be a lie.
This is like when your DoorDash driver pulls up outside and then the delivery is marked as complete and you can see him eating your food.
I mean, technically he is done, but also not. So... Right. We're gonna do wheat on the next... This doesn't need, doesn't need liming, does it? Nope, we're good. Gonna get a worker to start doing wheat on the other field. Well, we could do barley too. It doesn't really matter, either wheat or barley, but again, it honestly doesn't matter. Do you have a preference, Greg? Wheat or barley?
For soup, yes.
For chickens?
If we're just feeding it to chickens, then no.
Okay. Just gonna do wheat then.
I'm not aware of any sort of special chicken like corned beef. There's no such thing as barleyed chicken.
Barleyed chicken.
Somebody should raise carnivore chickens and sell their meat.
I mean, there is a lot of cannibalism that happens in chicken farms. It's not intended, but it happens.
Yeah, but they have to be 100% cannibal diet.